As many of you may know already, the aftermath of the Sri Lankan war has left the Tamil minority in a state of devastation. 280,000 Tamil civilians are being held in detention camps, whose conditions have been described as dire. On Saturday, 17th October, students and citizens of Cambridge congregated in Market Square to join the Amnesty International rally with the objective of raising awareness of Sri Lanka's situation, as well as urging people to sign their petition.
My name's Georgia Sambach and I'm from the Cambridge City Amnesty International group, and we're organising this petition and protest because there are 280,000 people who are still held in camps in northern Sri Lanka. Those people have been there for 5 months ever since the end of the war, during which they already suffered huge atrocities. Many of these people could already go back to their homes, but the Sri Lankan government won't release them because of security issues. So we're trying to get the UK government to really put pressure on the Sri Lankan government to do what it can to release these people immediately.
It's a sad fact that when the war so-called ended on May the 17th, people thought, oh well, it's all over in Sri Lanka now, everyone's fine, we can all go home, it's okay. And really not so. As we know, 250,000 Sri Lankans are still in internment camps. These are behind barbed wire, guarded by the military, unable to have access to their families, to the outside world in any way. Ban Ki-moon visited the camps when they were first set up, and he was allowed in, and he said that it was probably the worst conditions he had ever seen in any kind of post-war situation. So things have not improved since then.
When people are unable to leave those camps behind that barbed wire, they are being denied the right to liberty. When journalists are being denied the right to go in those camps to report what the experience of the people in there. When a newspaper editor in Sri Lanka has recently been assassinated, another journalist for reporting the truth has been given 20 years hard labour. When Channel 4 television on our own country has broadcast a report taken with a mobile telephone of summary executions and been threatened with legal action by the Sri Lankan government, that is a breach of the legal right of a freedom of expression. And of course, as you say, we should all reflect on what the life of someone is like living in those camps. In the biggest one, Nunrik Farm it's called, 160,000 people are living in an area the size of 1 kilometre squared. Even the Sri Lanka's own medical institute, which has done a survey representative of some 50,000 children who are part of the camps, show that a third have diarrheal diseases and a half are malnourished, and 60% have breathing difficulties. And that's why we need to get into those camps to provide the assistance is needed.
How effective do you think this protest will be?
Well, hopefully raising awareness will greatly increase the number of people in Cambridge who know about this, and I think that should make a difference.
Okay.
My name's Ahimsa and I'm from Trinity Hall.
Okay. And so how come you joined this protest?
Well, I was involved in the protests in London as well over the holidays because my family is quite involved in this kind of thing. And yeah, I heard about Amnesty doing this and I thought it was really good, so I've come along to help them.
Do you think protests are an effective way to raise awareness and reach out to the government?
It's definitely a good way of getting awareness and like getting it out to the people, because obviously these things aren't publicised as well as other news, and so I mean some people haven't even heard of Sri Lanka, so it is quite a good thing of like raising awareness. As for like effectiveness, I'd like to think so, but like we can only do our best, and knowing that you're making an effort is good.
Another 300,000 people are locked up for 5 months in Sri Lanka with no prospect of them being released anytime soon. The monsoon rains are coming and the camps are going to be flooded, and we need to get these people out. The UK government has already given a lot of the aid which allowed these camps to be set up, and now they're complaining about the fact that people aren't being released. It's a bit too late for that now, but we hope that the UK government will now take a much firmer line with the Sri Lankan government and stop listening to their excuses. In order to help this, it would be great if all of you could write to your local MPs and MEPs and also to the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, pushing them to not take any more excuses from the Sri Lankan government and to let these people out of the camp immediately. Thank you.